Hey internet, it's your favorite it girl Candace, and today I just want to do a quick little rant because I've been seeing this and it fucking pisses me off. So you're not a fashion nigga, you're not a fashion girly just because you on Pinterest and just because you like follow some aesthetic that you saw on TikTok. Like being a fashion being a fashion girly takes fucking work. It takes years of cultivating your style and like fucking years of bad wonky fits and like trying different things. Like it takes a long ass time to cultivate your style and find brands and stuff you like and find the silhouettes that fit you. You know what I mean? You don't just, and you also don't get to just earn it because you wore something that like someone already made iconic. Like you don't like you don't just get that title just off rip because you followed a trend. Like that's literally the exact opposite of what being a fashion girly means. Like to be a fashion girl, you have to be a fucking trendsetter. You have to wear some shit nobody's seen before. It doesn't matter like the piece. Like you just gotta put it together in a way that's unique to you and like your vibe. And I think we've like lost that art because of the internet. And it's like a lot of people are exposed to like a lot of like styles and stuff. And like now people are more aware about fashion. Like when I was a kid, I liked fashion, like whatever. But like I didn't know that it was like a whole industry and like people actually like what's the word? Like people actually like predicted like trends and like things, and there were shoppers and like buyers, and like this was like a whole like thing. I didn't know it was like a whole world. So like now people are just exposed to that like off rip, and they're just strictly going into the fashion. I saw this TikTok that said like the reason why like fashion seems so like dull now, and like or like even like I don't know, it's not iconic anymore, is because like people are just, we just have a bunch of fashion niggas running around. Like nobody has like actual jobs like outside of them dressing up. Like they don't have any like interest or things like outside of that. So then it's like when they dress up, that's like it. You know what I mean? Like let's say, okay, you work at an office or some shit, and but you also like fashion. So like that like combination of things affects the way you dress. You know what I mean? And it's more like a diverse I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but if you're like only interested in fashion, you don't have time to like, you're not taking the time to cultivate your style because you have other stuff going on, if that makes any type of sense. And I would say I'm a victim to this, but not really, only because I've always known I wanted to be a fashion designer. So I only dress up because it's like I have a vision for how I think women should dress, or like how I want to look, like how I want my like avatar character to look. So I try to get as close to that as possible. So that's more like the reason I dress up. But like in reality, it's like I have a look that I want like women to dress like. So like I'm like that's why like I like clothes. I love clothes. I don't even really care about dressing up myself. I like to dress up other people. You know what I mean? Like so like I go into like the more stylish fashion designer category because I look at clothes and I'm like I could fix that. I could do something better with that. Like there was a missed potential with that piece. So that's like kind of like my thing. And like I don't know if you guys know, like if you're on Twitter, like Addison Rae, she's been like, they've been like campaigning her to do Britney Spears movie. It just doesn't work when you're trying to be iconic. It doesn't work when you're trying. You have to just be yourself like authentically, and then if it stick, it stick. Like I don't know what to say. Like like okay, like ooh, it's kind of a look too. Like a Michael Jackson, like for example, like he's a fashion nigga. He's a fashion icon. You know why? Because he dared to be different. Like what like fucking nigga do you see wearing like fucking rhinestones and glitter and shit got fucking 12, I don't know how long zero is, 12-inch black bust down middle part, glove on one hand, bandages on fingers. Like, nobody was doing that, bro. Like, it's mad shit that he like made like a thing. Like, he made the whole like pointed nose thing like a thing. He low-key started baby hairs, like with his little sideburns. Like, nobody was doing that before. Like, literally nobody was doing that shit before. So it's just like, even with like a Doja Cat, like, who the fuck you see wearing a bald head and fucking, what the fuck she wore? Fucking an all, remember she wore like the blonde wig and like a whole hair outfit. Like, nobody's wearing a hair outfit. Like, and it's not just like doing something for the sake of being different. No, like, they had like an idea of how they wanted to look, and they wanted to challenge the status quo of like how people should dress. Like, you can't be a fashion nigga but then only do trends. Like, only wear stuff that's fucking trendy. That's like the exact opposite. Trends come and go, and now trends just come and go so fast. It's like, are you really fashion nigga, or did you just look that up on TikTok? Like, I've seen so many times in the comments, people are like, what fashion core is this? Or like, what aesthetic is this? And it's like, bro, go on motherfucking Pinterest, look up some shit you like, make a motherfucking board, okay? Go to the motherfucking store and go through trial and error like all of us do. Everybody knows, real fashion niggas and bitches, we all had that awkward phase where our style was all over the place, and we just like, but you have to go through that. You have to go through that to be able to get to the iconic fits. And there's a lot of people wonder like why my style is so polished, is because I've been doing this my whole life, okay? I've been, since I was a kid, I've styled my Barbies, or I've styled my friends or my sisters or myself, whatever, or even just drawing it. Like, this is real, this is me, this is who I'm meant to be. Like, that's just like what it is. And like, as someone who takes fashion so seriously and like personal expression, it's like, it feels fake. It just feels so hollow and fake, again, to like call yourself a fashion person when you never actually took the time and effort and work it takes to cultivate your wardrobe and your like special look. And like, okay, if you don't get what I'm saying and like you're not really into fashion, it's like your first time like watching a video about fashion, Dolly Parton, she has a very specific look, okay? And she said when she was a little girl, she saw this other girl like in like the town. She was known as like the town tramp. Like, she dressed like a hoe or whatever. And she obviously she's a kid, so she doesn't see, like, she doesn't know what that word even means. She just sees like a pretty girl, and she's like, when I'm older, I want to dress like that. That's how I want to look. And again, she went through trial and error, different hair, different makeup and wigs. She said that because they were poor, they had to like fucking, oh, and this is the other thing, I'll get to that, but she had to like use like matches and like use the soot from the match or like the candle and use that to do like eyeshadow, and use like berries and shit to make rouge on her face. So like, this is the other like lost art that like fashion niggas and fashion girlies think that like that they don't have, is that the other thing that comes with being like an actual real fashion girly is that you make do what you have. Like, you don't just, you know what I mean? Like, now we can just like literally Google image search like something a celebrity's wearing, you know what I mean? Or just like literally write it in the comments and be like, oh, where'd you get this top? Like, literally just write it. No, you have to make do what you have. Like, borrow your dad's shirt or jeans, you know what I mean? Or borrow your sister's shoes. Take a shirt you have, cut it up, DIY some shit, sew some shit. Like, you gotta, you know what I mean? You have to like actually like, before you add to actually like just really sit down and figure this shit out, cut bangs yourself. Like, now you could just look up a TikTok tutorial and figure out how to cut bangs. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's just, it just gives very fake, because it doesn't, you just simply said, okay, the new trend right now is fucking, what's a new trend? I don't know any trends. Even though I'm literally in fashion school. Okay, let's just say the new trend is office siren. You see fucking, I don't know, fucking actress Sydney Sweeney wear some shit, and you're like, okay, you fucking Google image search it. Wait, fuck, wait, okay, you the new trend. Let's say the new trend is office siren, and oh no, you see someone wear it and you're like, okay, this look is office siren, and you start looking up office siren on Pinterest and stuff, and you see some bitch wear it on Pinterest, and you're like, okay, and then you just scroll down or some shit, because Pinterest has this new like shop feature. Scroll down, hops on Shein, you buy it from Shein. Like, that gave no fucking effort, and you just buy the whole outfit from fucking Shein. Do it yourself. 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 Everybody's so scared to be like cringe now. Like, they want the perfect exact like look. You know what I mean? Like, they just want to get like all the credit, but do none of the work. I sound like a boomer. They don't want to do it. This generation doesn't work anymore. But it's true, like the girl said in the video, nobody has a fucking job. So it's not like you're coming to school dressed up in like some really cool outfit. You're just like, you're getting dressed up to go nowhere. And that's been like so normalized on the internet. They're like, me getting dressed up just to go to the grocery store. You don't have hobbies. You don't go to school. You don't go to work. I'm going to see my therapist right now, and I'm dressed like this. Like, I have things to do. I have places to be. People to see. Things to do. You know what I mean? You can't be... Something I've learned, like, being in fashion school, because now it's like everyone likes fashion. So I'm no longer, like, special in that regard. So it's like now I have to focus on, like, literally everything else in my life, like relationships and like my other hobbies and interests, and I'm like, what is actually really outside of my personality besides fashion? And it like really took me a second. I was like, and then I realized I'm not like really a well-rounded person, and I was just like, oh shit, like what is actually my other interests? I mean, I like art and music. You see what I mean? Like how that just like my hobbies all include fashion related things. I like old Hollywood movies. I like traveling. Do I have any other talents outside of fashion? So maybe I'm self-projecting in this video, and like maybe I'm the girl who wants to be a fashion girly, but she's not. And needs to get a life outside of fashion. But we're working on that. I'm gonna start going into other interests. I started doing music. That's something fun I've been doing. I mean, I still care about fashion. Like, my brand is still going on. You can follow it, Instagram and stuff. And I do YouTube, so I guess that's like something I do. I'm like an influencer. You could do a little subscribe while you're here if you like this. If you care about my opinions, because I think I have opinions. I don't know. It's just a conversation that I just wanted to have, because I thought about it the other day and I was like, holy shit, there's nothing else about me besides fashion. I mean, I care about like political and like social justice things. That's something, but I don't know. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video, and I love you. Bye.